It is Sunday, June 9th, 2024. Woodman here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, I love you and I appreciate your support. Today I wanted to talk to you about energy hunters. The concept of energy hunters typically involves individuals or entities that intentionally or perhaps even unintentionally drain life force, vitality, or positive energy from others. This can occur through various means, including emotional manipulation, psychic attacks, or even through the dynamics of unhealthy relationships. Here's a deeper look into how this process works and some methods that you can use to stop or protect yourself from any such energy drainage. How energy hunters work. The first is what we mentioned before about emotional manipulation. The mechanism of emotional manipulation is that energy hunters often use the manipulation of the emotions of others to create a dependency or a sense of obligation in their victims. It's almost like trauma bonding. This can include guilt tripping, playing the victim, or creating dramatic situations that require constant emotional support. In other words, these individuals may be perpetual victims. The effect is that the victim spends a significant amount of emotional energy trying to soothe, help, or fix the situation, leaving them drained. Now, originally when I said act like a victim, the aggressor acts like the victim, but here, the actual person who helps becomes the real victim because they are being manipulated. Psychic attacks. So the mechanism here is that in a more metaphysical sense, energy hunters might engage in psychic attacks, consciously or unconsciously sending negative energy towards their target to weaken them and invade their energy field. This could also result in cords of attachment, soul ties, that can very much cause fatigue, unexplained anxiety, or feeling off without a clear reason in the target that is being used in this way. Unhealthy relationship dynamics. The mechanism here is that relationships where one person constantly takes more than they give can lead to an energy imbalance. This includes codependent relationships, narcissistic abuse, and other forms of toxic interactions. Remember, the narcissist comes in with the love bombing, they get you used to them, and then they yank that all away to cause you pain and harm. And so to the targets, they can be constantly drained, they can be left without their own energy, and they almost feel exhausted and unable to go on, right? What about presence and attention? For this, it's about being around certain people who drain your energy if they have a habit of drawing attention to themselves excessively or dominating conversations and interactions. This is almost like histrionic syndrome, right? Where a person always has to be the center of attention and they're drawing the energy of all the people around them into themselves. So the victims will feel tired and less vibrant, and through this constant engagement with this showboat, this is slowly draining the life out of the people in their lives who don't really understand what's going on. How do you stop energy hunters? Well, the first is about awareness and recognition. The first step, action wise, is to recognize the signs of energy draining behavior and to identify individuals in your life who exhibit these patterns. In other words, think of them like energy vampires. Vampires won't announce their presence to the entire world. They're going to move and drain how they can and move forward without being detected, right? So you need to be able to detect these patterns and you need to be able to manage your relationships with such energy vampires going forward. Setting boundaries. Clearly define and communicate your personal limits. This can involve limiting time spent with certain individuals, refusing to engage in negative conversations, or even taking the time for yourself when needed. You are the most important person here. You have to remember that. Sometimes we get caught up in others who want you to give all of your love and attention to them, but at the end of the day, they're going to reduce your energetic output by stealing from you and taking on to them. So never make them the focus of the story. Energy protection techniques. Action wise, here you use visualization techniques such as imagining a protective shield or bubble around yourself, practices like smudging with sage, carrying protective crystals, black tourmaline, amethyst, and regularly grounding exercises can also help. Getting out in nature, putting your 10 toes down into the ground, into the grass. Using those crystals, which you obviously cleanse by moonlight and you charge by sunlight, right? Self care and energy replenishment. You want to engage in activities that replenish your energy, such as spending time in nature, meditating, practicing yoga, or even doing activities that bring you joy and relaxation. The key here is that you have to remember that you are the most important person here, and you have to put that attention on yourselves. You have to nurture yourselves. You have to take care of yourselves. This restores your energy levels and strengthens your overall resilience with time. Cutting toxic ties. Once again, talking about these soul ties, these cords of attachment. In severe cases, it may be necessary to distance yourself or completely cut ties with energy hunters. This can involve ending relationships, reducing contact, perhaps even getting an injunction or stay away order, something that you have to do to get yourself out of the zone of danger. You want to eliminate the source of the energy drain, and you want to allow yourself to heal and regain your vitality. Don't let these people come into your lives, turn everything upside down, and take every last ounce of energy from you. You want to also have emotional and spiritual healing. You want to work on healing any emotional wounds or traumas that might make you susceptible to energy hunters. This can include therapy, counseling, or spiritual practices like Reiki, right? Or even just talking to yourself kindly, nurturing yourself day in and day out, giving yourself things that make you happy, reminding yourself that you are the best person in the world. So you want to raise those spiritual defenses, and you want to make it very, very hard for energy hunters to affect you. Empowerment and self-esteem. You build your self-esteem and empower yourself through affirmations, through self-improvement activities, through positive relationships that uplift you. There are wonderful people out there if you keep your mind open and you break out of past negative patterns. You want to have a strong sense of self that will make you less vulnerable to the manipulation and energy drainage. Remember, these people, they want you to return to the way you were when they were able to take advantage of you. But when you grow stronger and you become a different person, one who's confident, one who believes in yourself, one who is healed, one who puts up the boundaries, then you realize that energy hunters exploit emotional, psychic, and relational dynamics to drain others of their energy. And so by raising strong shields and healing yourself, you set those boundaries, you employ protection techniques, you use your crystals, you focus on self-care, you do the yoga, you do the exercise, you use key strategies to stop the energy drain. Empowering yourself and maintaining healthy, balanced relationships is crucial in safeguarding your energy and well-being. Remember, let no one make you feel lower than low. You are important. You are real. No matter how much you might be obsessed with another person initially, you need to break free of that obsession. You need to realize that they are not the most important person in your life. If they were, they would not be draining your energy. They would be doing things to uplift you, to raise the overall vibration, to contribute to the energy pool. Someone who's very one-sided and only wants to take, I mean, that's worse than the IRS at tax time, right? You realize that you have to seize control of your life. You have to love yourself. You have to empower yourself, raise your boundaries, and understand that those people who do not serve your best interests, those who do not serve you, are to be cut off like we cut weeds in a beautiful lawn of grass. In other words, they will spring up, they will try to leach, and you have to be there to stop them at the gates. Keep those gates locked. Do not let them go through. Do not let them collect $200. Monopoly reference there. You have to stop them cold in their tracks and take back your power. Take back your power. Thank you very much for listening to me. I appreciate you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. I always appreciate your support. You keep this channel going. I love you. I love you. I love you. And have a wonderful and very blessed day. Take care.